Hello and welcome to the Yorkshire Voice News at 4 o'clock. I'm Mia Hagger. Coming up on today's show, a boxing club in Huddersfield has created a safe space for young people to attend amid the increase in knife crime.
All these different issues has been the impact of why everything's getting as bad as it is. And yes, I've got parents crying down the phone, please Mark, help me, help me, help me.
And neurodivergent students at Pink College are putting on an exhibition in collaboration with the Tetley.
To try and overcome that and try and get a sense of peace with your disorder.
A security alert closed down Ellen Road earlier today. Leeds Ellen Road Stadium and their club shop were evacuated by police following concerning reports of a threat made over social media. The stadium and shop will remain closed until further notice. In a statement from the club, they said they'll inform the public once normal services resume. Police in Leeds are appealing for information to help locate 13-year-old Amy Taylor. Amy was last seen in Bramley at 6:50 yesterday morning. Anyone with information regarding her whereabouts is being asked to contact West Yorkshire Police. Now, do you remember how your life changed 3 years ago today? If you've forgotten, it's 3 years today since the UK's first COVID lockdown, and we've been asking people to reflect on what that period of time was like.
A much more relaxed way of life. I was fitter, I was doing lots of walking, the sun was shining, and it was probably a better time.
So lockdown was 3 years ago today. What are your fondest memories from lockdown?
Not having to work.
And my son was just probably 1 year old, so I bonded with him quite well, you know, did sort of father and son time together, which you probably wouldn't have gotten if it wasn't for lockdown. I know it was a negative sort of time for people, but for me it was like a time where I could bond with my son, and I enjoyed the time just playing in the garden with him, just doing things I probably couldn't have done if I'd been at work.
So COVID had a massive effect on all our lives, and that's something our next guest has also been reflecting on. A boxing club owner in Huddersfield blames the lockdown for creating issues within our society, including the recent rise in knife crime. Damaya Williams spoke to Mark Reynolds from Rawthorpe Amateur Boxing Club.
Firstly, the pandemic has caused a lot of problems for our society, and we've lost a lot of young people due to the pandemic that doing their own thing and getting up to all sorts, because we weren't there, you know, for a shoulder for them to cry on and put the arm around them, support them. So that's been a big impact. Cost of living crisis now, a lot of young people can't afford to come to the sessions. You know, our bills themselves have gone up from £150 a month to £671 a month for the same energy. So it's having a massive impact on all. But when you go back to the knife crime part, there's all these different issues has been the impact of why everything's getting as bad as it is. And yes, I've got parents crying down the phone, please Mark, help me, help me, help me. You know, they're under the social services, they have social workers. The social workers don't get back in touch with them. It's defragmented. There's lots of problems in the system, and young people are suffering. So I try and help the best way we can. Obviously, we've had a lot of media over the last few months because of the work we do, and this is all on the back of getting no funding. You know, we put a funding bid into the Mayor's Fund recently. I had the police help me put it together before Christmas, and we got knocked back because we were oversubscribed. How much do you put on a child's life? We've saved thousands and thousands of young people in 25 years, you know, and we've saved our government.
How do you think the community are feeling towards the rise of knife crime going on within the area? What are your thoughts of like?
I'm quoted as saying, I speak to a lot of parents, a lot of teachers, a lot of the community, and they're all scared stiff. They're all frightened. You know, it's not a stereotype image of anybody. This problem isn't just Asian people, Black, Caribbean, West Indian, Jamaican, Irish, English, Eastern European. It's not anyone. It's the whole society. Everyone is getting touched by what's happening out there. You know, a lot of young people I speak to carry knives. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old children. Why? Because they feel they need to protect themselves.
If you want to watch the full interview, head to our YouTube channel. Pink College are putting on an exhibition in collaboration with the Tetley, allowing neurodivergent students to explore their identities. I popped over to Tetley yesterday to meet with the artist students. Neurodivergent students from Pink College have collaborated with the Tetley to create an exhibition that explores their identities and how this shapes their view of the world, as well as the ways they're beyond cliched notions of the challenges faced and different needs of neurodivergent people. Lane, a student at Pink College, explained his art and what the exhibition meant to him.
It's just about like different people's struggles on what they've got wrong with them, to be honest. Because mostly everyone in the Pink, they've got all types of disabilities and stuff, and it's to try and overcome that and try and get a sense of peace with your disorder.
In a staff-led conversation, the rest of the students were able to talk about what the exhibition meant to them.
What about your art downstairs? Because there's a lot of features of frogs.
I wanted to spread my love for Build-A-Bears.
Yeah. What does Build-A-Bear and comfort toys mean to you?
A lot, because they make me feel secure
Okay.
and safe.
All right. Have you ever had to mask who you are when you were younger, growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still get people commenting on how Build-A-Bears are childish, but I've just overcome that and do it anyway.
The exhibition is open at the Tetley right now and will be available to view until the 28th of May. An arts centre in Bradford has been awarded £5 million grant ahead of Bradford's year as UK City of Culture. The Carla Sangham Arts Centre will use the grant for major redevelopments to improve their space. Alex Croft, who works for the Arts Centre, joins us live now. Hi Alex, thank you for joining me. So, what will these developments look like once you get the grant?
Wow, it's going to be a major redevelopment of our arts centre. We are slap bang in the centre of Bradford between the cathedral and the Broadway shopping centre. And what this will do, this money will enable us to basically double our size, double our footprint. We're going to put a new 200-seat theatre on the ground floor of the building, 5 new dance studios. We're going to put a new lift in, which means that our historic Grade 2 building will be accessible to everybody for about the first time ever. And a home for BCB, community radio station, who are a much loved community organisation in Bradford.
That's amazing. So it sounds like you're really expanding. And how will this expansion help you with future art centre projects?
Well, I mean, the main thing is that it doubles our capacity pretty much to be able to welcome communities into the building, to support artists, which is a huge amount of what we do. And the money doesn't just concentrate on Carla Sangham. So as part of the funding that we've got, it's going to fund a district-wide project working with partners, Keighley Creative, South Square Centre and the Rockwell Centre, which means that it's not just communities right in the centre of Bradford or people coming into the centre of Bradford that are going to benefit. Right across the district, we're taking high quality arts and culture and putting it on the doorstep of people.
So people all throughout Bradford will benefit from this grant?
That's absolutely, that's the hope. So yeah, we'll be welcoming people in, and obviously it's a critical part of Bradford's preparing for UK City of Culture Year in 2025. We want to be one of those kind of cornerstones of that delivery, but it means that there's a massive increase in arts, culture, heritage activity that's going to happen at 4 sites, and means that pretty much anyone in Bradford District should be able to access and benefit from that.
So it definitely sounds like the people of Bradford are going to benefit from this, especially within the communities.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what it's all about. We're a publicly funded organisation. We have to be there and be relevant for Bradford's communities.
That sounds amazing. And can people get involved with the Arts Centre?
Yeah, I mean, well, we are open still currently. We're going to be open until the summer before we close for redevelopment. So please do come and check out some of our performances. We're a pay what you decide venue, so you can come and see anything in our arts centre and maybe take a risk, see something you've never seen before, and know that it's not going to cost.
Unfortunately, I'm just going to have to cut you off there. We've run out of time, as much as I'd love to hear more. Leeds has been named as one of the top 50 best places to live in the UK. People in Leeds have been telling us what their favourite thing is about the city.
Well, I think Leeds, it's quite a broad area, so you've got some areas of Leeds that are not so nice, and some areas of Leeds that are really, really lovely. You know, you've got Adelaw, Woodley, North Leeds, so I think it's all right saying that Leeds is one of the best places to live in the north, but I think it needs to be established where. You know, if you're reading that and you live down south, you might be thinking, oh, you know, let me Google this place, and you might see an area that you don't particularly love. So yeah, I think Leeds, you know, I live in Leeds, I really enjoy it, I love the city, I love the fact that you can go have a bit of countryside to it, and then also the city life, so I do love it.
From down south, I've lived here for 28 years and I wouldn't go back.
I'm not from here, I'm from the northeast, Hartlepool. It's only probably just 2 or 3 times I've been to Leeds, but I wouldn't say, no I wouldn't actually. I've been to Liverpool and I prefer Liverpool, if I'm being honest.
It's not just Leeds that have made the top 50. Amongst the 50, Ilkley, Holmfirth and Thirsk have also bagged a spot. In Rugby League, Castleford Tigers take on Warrington Wolves at the same time that Wakefield Trinity take on Hull KR tonight. Staying local for Saturday, Leeds Rhinos take on Catalans Dragons and Sheffield Eagles take on Toulouse. On Sunday, Keighley Cougars are hosting Bradford Bulls at Cougar Park. The rivals haven't played each other since 2018, when Bradford threw out the park with a massive 54-6 win. It will be the first time Bradley Ho returns to Cougar Park after his departure from the team in September. Now on to the weather. What's it been doing out there, Lizzie?
I'm here at the highest airport in the UK, Leeds Bradford, and this wind might be a cause for some bumpy landings. A strong breeze has been breaking through, so it's been a breezy day with short-lived showers and some risky strong winds, and some sunny spells in between. A maximum temperature of 13 degrees today. Tonight, showers will be more frequent, potentially with longer spells of rain overnight. It will remain strong at times with a minimum temperature of 5 degrees. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you for joining us this week. We hope you have a great weekend and we'll be back again on Monday at 4. So make sure to come back and join us if you want to hear more from us. You can also head over to our social media pages on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Goodbye.